In a world where money speaks louder than love, 10-year-old David knew only silence. The silence of an empty stomach. The silence of a prayer that seemed to go unanswered. And, most terrifying of all, the silence that was slowly creeping into his mother's chest. "Mama, please, drink some water. The doctor said you need to stay hydrated." "David, my little angel, don't worry about me. I'm just a little tired." Sarah wasn't just tired. She was dying. Her heart, once full of dreams and love, was now failing her. The surgery she needed cost 3 million naira, a sum so impossible for them that it might as well have been the price of the moon. "Mama, we can sell the necklace. The one you always hide," the man at the pawn shop said. "No, never." "David, look at me. This locket, it's not just silver. It is a promise. Even if we starve, this locket stays with us. Do you understand?" "But why, Mama? It's just jewelry. It could buy your medicine." "Because the man who gave this to me, he wasn't always a bad man. He had a dream. He told me to keep it until he returned. He didn't return, David, but I kept my promise. You must never sell a promise." David didn't understand. How could a piece of metal be worth more than his mother's life? But he nodded, tucking the locket under her pillow. He didn't know that this small, silver object was a ticking time bomb that would soon explode in the face of the most powerful man in the city. "I don't care about his excuse. Tell the director, if the lighting isn't perfect for the show tonight, he is fired. I am Patrick Cole. I don't pay for mediocrity. I pay for perfection. Sir, your espresso. Too sweet? Get out. And don't come back until you learn how to brew coffee that matches the bitterness of my soul. Go." Mr. Patrick Cole, the billionaire music mogul, the kingmaker. If Patrick Cole liked your voice, you became a global superstar overnight. If he hated you, your career was buried before it began. He was the head judge of Voice of the Nation, the biggest talent show in the country. He had everything a man could want: money, power, fame, but he had no family, no wife, no children. Just an empty empire built on arrogance, weakness. Love is just poverty with a fancy name. David wandered the streets, looking for scraps of metal to sell, anything to buy his mother a meal. That was when destiny called out to him, not in a whisper, but in bold yellow letters. 5 million? 5 million. It was enough for the surgery. It was enough for a house. It was enough to save Sarah. But there was a catch. The venue was across the city, in the wealthy district of Victoria Island, and the registration fee was 5,000 naira. I can't even afford the bus, let alone the fee. Most boys would have given up. Most grown men would have walked away. But David wasn't fighting for fame. He was fighting for his mother's breath. He looked at his reflection in a shop window. His clothes were torn. His shoes had holes. He looked like a beggar. But when he opened his mouth to hum, the sound that came out was pure gold. For 6 hours, David became a machine. He carried loads heavier than his own body weight. He washed cars until his fingers were wrinkled and numb. He begged. He worked. He bled. It's not enough. The auditions close at 6 p.m. He sat on the curb, defeated. Suddenly, a hand touched his shoulder. It was the old woman who sold roasted corn, Mama Nkechi. She had watched him work all day. "Little one, why are you working like a donkey today? Is Sarah worse?" "I need to get to the audition, Mama Nkechi. I can sing. I know I can win, but I don't have the registration fee." "Take it." "Mama, I can't." "That's your profit. Go, sing for your mother. And when you become a big star, don't forget to buy me a new umbrella for my stall. Now run." David arrived at the venue breathless, dusty, and smelling of the market. The world here smelled of expensive perfume and air conditioning. He felt small. He felt invisible. Whoa, whoa. "Small boy, the begging section is down the street. This is for VIPs and talent. I am not a beggar. I am a singer. I have the registration fee. Ew, look at him. He thinks he's going to sing? He looks like he's going to ask to clean the microphone. The laughter stung worse than a slap. David wanted to turn around. He wanted to run back to the shadows where he belonged. But then, he remembered the sound of his mother's cough. He remembered the promise locket under her pillow. Please, sir, let me in. I have the money. The rules say anyone can enter. Go in. But don't blame me when Mr. Patrick eats you alive. He's in a bad mood today. He's already made 3 people cry. David stepped into the cold, air-conditioned hall. He didn't know that inside those doors, he wasn't just walking onto a stage. He was walking into a confrontation with the father he never knew existed. So, what did you think, Mr. Patrick? I think my ears are bleeding. You have expensive shoes, a nice haircut, and a guitar that costs more than a car. But your voice? It has no soul. It's empty, just like your performance. Next. We are wasting time. Who is next? If it's another rich kid with a hobby, I'm leaving. The producer looked at his clipboard. He hesitated. He looked at the stage entrance where a small, dirty boy was standing, trembling like a leaf in a storm. Next contestant. Number 402. David. Is this a joke? Security? Did the janitor's son get lost? No, sir. I am here to sing. To sing? Look at you. You smell like the gutter. This is Voice of the Nation, not Voice of the Slums. We are looking for stars, boy, not charity cases. Get off my stage before I have you thrown out. Every word was a dagger. David felt the tears burning his eyes. His legs wanted to collapse. The shame was heavy, crushing him into the floor. But then, in the silence of his fear, he heard it again. The shallow, rattling breath of his mother. You can insult my clothes, sir. You can laugh at my poverty. But you cannot tell me to leave. I paid the fee. I have the right to be here. You have a mouth on you. Fine. You want to be humiliated? Go ahead. Sing. But if you waste 10 seconds of my time, I will ban you from every stage in this country. What are you singing? It doesn't have a name. My mother taught it to me. She said my father wrote it for her before he disappeared. Great. A sob story and an original song. The worst combination. Start. The rain may fall on the zinc roof tonight, but the sun waits for the morning light. Wait for me. Sarah, don't let go. The river always finds where to flow. The air left the room. It wasn't just that the boy could sing, he had the voice of an angel who had seen too much pain. But for Mr. Patrick, it wasn't the voice, it was the lyrics. Wait for me, Sarah. He hadn't heard those words in 11 years. He wrote them on the back of a bus ticket the night he left the village. Stop. I'm sorry, sir. I can do better. Where did you learn that song? That specific song. I told you, sir. My mother taught me. She sings it when the pain is too much. She says my father wrote it for her. Who is your mother? Her name is Sarah. Sarah O'Con. The name hit Patrick like a bullet to the chest. Sarah, the girl who sold oranges by the roadside. The girl who believed in him when he was nobody. The girl he promised to come back for once he made his first million. But the city had seduced him. Fame had blinded him. He had forgotten. And your father? I don't know him. Mama says he is a great man. She says he got lost trying to find his way back to us. But I think he is just a coward who left us to suffer. You are lying. You researched me. You found out about my past to get sympathy, security. I am not lying. Time stood still. Patrick walked down the steps from the judge's table. He ignored the cameras. He ignored the producers shouting in his earpiece. He walked onto the stage and knelt down. He picked up the locket with trembling hands. My mother's silver locket. I gave this to her the night I left. You are my son? What? No, you are the mean judge. You are the rich man. My father is. The realization crashed over David. The song, the locket, the recognition. He looked at the man who had just called him a charity case, the man who had humiliated him. You? You are him? You are the one who left us? David, I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. You didn't know? We live in a shack. My mother is dying. She is dying right now because we don't have the money for surgery, and you are here in a suit that costs more than her life. Dying? What do you mean dying? She is at the general hospital. She waited for you. For 11 years she waited. And you just forgot. Get my car. Now! Cancel the show! Cut the feed! I deserve your hate, David. I deserve it all. But right now, we have to save her. Let's go. The man who controlled the music industry could not control traffic, but he could buy a way through it. For the first time in years, Patrick Cole wasn't thinking about ratings or money. He was thinking about the girl in the rain. The girl who gave him her last coin so he could travel to the city. She might be gone already. The doctor said today was critical. She won't be gone. She is stubborn. She's like you. She's waiting. Where is she? Sarah Okan! Where is she? Sir, you can't just shout here, wait. Are you Patrick Cole? Where is she? Mama! David, you came back. Did you sing? I sang, Mama, and I found him. Patrick came in, and Sarah saw him and said, Patrick, you got old. Sarah, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I got lost, Sarah. I got lost in the lights. I thought I needed to be a king before I could come back to you. And then I was ashamed. I was ashamed that I took so long. I told David, you would come. You were just delayed. Patrick turned to the doctors and said, I want the best surgeon in the country. Fly them in. I don't care what it costs. Move her to the private wing. Do whatever you have to do. If she dies, this hospital closes down. Do you hear me? Yes, sir, immediately. Money cannot buy life, but it can buy the hands that save it. The surgery was successful. It took months of recovery, but Sarah's heart beat strong again. David didn't win Voice of the Nation that year. He withdrew from the competition. He didn't need a trophy. He had his family. Ready, son? Ready, Dad. Mr. Patrick Cole was still the richest man in the music industry. But if you asked him his net worth, he wouldn't talk about his bank accounts or his buildings. He would point to the woman smiling in the garden and the boy singing with his soul. I spent my life looking for the perfect voice. I didn't realize I had left the perfect song back in the village. Never let ambition make you forget where you came from. Family is the only true wealth. Thank you for watching Lucci's Storytime. Where are you watching from? If you enjoyed the story, kindly subscribe for more stories like this.